Yo yo yo, what is up YouTube? Playing some Zhong today for you guys, and turns out I'm a big fat liar, you know, so I'm gonna play a big fat auto attack guy, named Zhong Kui. Or Zhong Kui? Yeah, it's Zhong Kui, dude. The last time I did a Zhong Kui video, somebody said that I said his name wrong, but I literally just heard him say it a second ago, and he pronounces it Zhong Kui. Zhong Kui, that's how he says it in game, okay? So it's not my fault. Anyways, whatever. Back to what I was doing. What am I doing actually? Should I go blink beads or should I go beads horrific? One's more late game, the other one's more early game. I think I want to go with the early game option, but I'm not sure on that. You know, because he can just sprint out of it. Yeah, I'm just going to get beads. Why not? We're just going to get beads, call it a day. Anyways, I'm a big fat liar because I told you guys that I was going to start regularly uploading again on Monday, and here it is Friday. So yeah, I apologize. I will start regularly uploading. I swear I will. I just, you know, I'm a big fat liar, like I said. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Playing some Zhong Kui. Hopefully this guy doesn't invade my red, because if he does, I'll be very depressed in real life. I'll be very, 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 very sad. He is a mage class character magician guy. The odds are he's going to be at the blue buff, but we'll see. I could wing shard this buff. Could also have just used all three abilities, whatever. So why are we playing Zhong, aside from the little bit that I did about being a big fat liar? It's because, well, Zhong's just one of my guilty pleasures, you know, auto attack Zhong. I've made a few videos on it. I'm sure you guys have seen them. So you guys know that I like it to a certain degree. I don't spam him, but it is like a little guilty pleasure thing, like I said. Alright, he popped both of his potions already, interestingly enough. Alright, we got 2 out of 3 of those. Not too bad. Anyways, Zhong specifically did not get buffed. However, a lot of his items did. And the guy I'm against right now, his items also got buffed because, you know, magical ADC moment. And his character actually got buffed too. Oh, okay. Thought I was gonna drop that. He did invade our blue, so his blue is up, but I'm not sweating it, man. I ain't worried about it. I'm just gonna clear this wave for now, call it a day. Ooh. Okay, anyways, back to what I was explaining. So, in the recent patch on Tuesday, like I said, this is Friday, so it's not like that recent, but it's still this week. The most recent patch, I'm gonna get a mana potion. They buffed Olorun, got him against. As well as a bunch of other characters, but that most importantly, they buffed Bancroft's, more specifically the glyph, and they buffed Cyclopean Ring, which, you know, of course, every mage in Duel pretty much can use Bancroft's, right? Not all of them get the value out of the buff, though, because the buff is basic attack damage, so there's that. Zhong, of course, gets pretty good value out of that, because his little ghosty boy next to him shoots out an auto attack that scales off of his basic attack damage at 50% of it, more specifically. So, it's a great Zhong thing, but the most important thing about Zhong specifically is they buffed Cyclopean Ring, and not that many characters in Smite, or at least in Duel specifically, use Cyclopean Ring that effectively. Yeah, like, there's not that many characters really use the item. It's a pretty underwhelming item overall. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like OP now, right? But Zhong uses it pretty well because he double procs it, and by double procs it, I mean, I've explained this in previous videos, so I'm just going to quickly glance over it. The Cyclopean Ring has an internal cooldown, and that cooldown goes down for every time you auto them, and Zhong has 2 autos, so he basically just gets it off cooldown really quickly, and they buffed the cooldown of it, so he's going to get even more procs of Cyclopean Ring. Now, Cyclopean Ring is usually a later game item, kind of like a Kin Size or like a Soul Reaver. It's usually get it later in the game, but for the sake of this video, I'll probably be getting it before Demonic Grip, which is when I usually go Telkines, then Demonic, and then Cyclopean. I think I'm going to skip Telkines and just get, or not Telkines, skip Demonic Grip, which is kind of a mistake in my opinion, but I'm going to do it anyways for the sake of the video. So yeah, those are the 2 major things, is Bancroft's buff, Cyclopean buff, and we're going to be playing some Zhong today with it. But now we can focus a little bit more on the game here. We are against the Bancroft's Olorun, no surprise. I mean, he did get buffed, and the mage auto attack items got buffed as well, so no surprise there. just see if we can burst this guy down here. Why not? Oh, come on, little ghosty. Oh, I was moving so slow because of the Oleron ult. Interesting. So this matchup is actually pretty decent for me, I'd say. If any, to be honest, maybe it's like a hard counter for Oleron for all I know. I only say it's decent because I never really played this matchup before, so I don't want to pretend like I know it super well. But I think Zhong, at most stages of the game, does outbox Oleron. Not because he does more damage, because I think Oleron probably does more damage. But you have to consider Zhong Kui's tankiness. And Zhong Kui is a very tanky boy. So overall, I think Zhong wins the trades. Because he's beefier. He has knock-up immunity on his ult. Oleron, I'm not immune to Oleron's ult, but I am immune to the knock-up, and the knock-up is a big part of Oleron's combo. So long story short, I think I have a pretty good... Well, also I have a 2-second stun, whereas, I mean, he has his ults. I guess that's a really good CC too, but what if I just immune that with my beads or whatever? He can't have beads up for all of my stuns. I kind of can have my beads up for all of his ults, right? So... But anyways, I think I'm just beefier, got a better CC, and I can immune his CC, one of them at least. So I think this is a pretty good matchup for me. He's also just an immobile character, and a lot of immobile characters can't help but get blinked on by Zhong and just one shot. That's why I was talking about blink earlier, because if they can't get away from you, and their only possible bet at beating you is to outbox you or whatever, or to hit you before you walk up, I should say. You know, the classic. You're a warrior, they're a hunter thing, you walk up and get pelted in the face. You know, the classic. If that's their only way of beating you, then you just blink on them and call it a day. Well, I think I've done enough yapping about random stuff now. We can actually just talk about the game here. Well, I mean, to be fair, the matchup is about the game. What am I saying? Alright, let's get this. One of my favorite things about Zhong, man. I love how fast he gets this. I don't think he's the fastest. That probably is an Ami, but... Oh wait, did my exorcism still hit him? Nice, okay. As far as ability order leveling goes, back in the day, back in the Dizzle, you used to max Zhong's 3 first, or maybe just second, because it increased stun duration. But it doesn't do that anymore, so there's not really a reason to max that first or second. I max it third. Usually what I do is I level the 2 because it's the 2 is burst damage first and foremost. The 1 is not burst damage, although it kind of is because you can put the 1 on them first, then 2 them, and use the damage from the 1. Whatever. Point is, the 2 is more burst damage, and more importantly, it heals. It heals a lot. So when you go like Bancroft's Telkines and you're double lifesteal, and you're a tanky boy named Zhong Kui, basically you can allow yourself to get poked a lot and then heal a lot off the minion wave. But I am a big fan of leveling the sticker first, the expose evil, the little sticky note. That is also very good. It's very, it's better for poke overall because it's easier to hit than the 2. Well, okay, I missed, but and what I mean by easier to hit, because really you shouldn't be missing either one of the abilities. I just mean more like it has more range, so it's easier to hit them more often, right? I don't remember what Oleron's ult cooldown is, but if I had to guess, I'm going to say his ult's not going to be up at the same time as mine, if I had to guess. I wish I ulted before that, but... Actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have his ult, so I don't really know why he's pushing up. Zhong's early game is really good. I'm losing my voice. I mean, I'm not losing my voice, it's because I just freaking ate, man, and I got like the dad noises or whatever. Speaking of which, does anybody know what that's from? I mean, I could just Google it, but you guys are smarter than me, you know? What is that? Like, you know what I'm talking about? How you like, it's like mucus in your throat, or I don't know what it is. I don't mean to be gross, but there's like something that happens after you eat, and it gets worse and worse when you get older and older. Is that like high cholesterol or something like that? I don't know what that is, but... Because I know everybody gets it to an extent. Some people just get it worse than others, right? And I don't really know what that's about. Which is usually why I don't like to record right after I eat. Because I wouldn't say I have it bad. I definitely don't have it bad, but it is there, for sure. Most squirtingly. This is actually, I played 2 Zhong games before this, just to practice, warm up a little bit, because I haven't been playing much Smite, let alone, or even Duel, for that matter. So... I played 2 practice Zhong games before this, and this is my first magical god I went against. So my first time getting to go Shoguns instead of a Berserker Shield. I want to fight you. Let me fight you. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this a second ago or not, but when I was talking about Zhong's early game being very good, I do understand why this guy thinks he can be a little aggro, because he's probably not that used to Zhong. But also, Oleron's actually has one of the strongest early games in Duel as well, especially in this current ban list. Oleron has an incredibly good early game. So he's probably expecting to be able to like do something here, but he can't really, so sad for him. Sad. Speaking of this ban list, I do recommend, if you guys like Zhong and you guys want to rank up in Duel, I do recommend playing him a bit right now, because I was looking at the ban list, you know, what's available, what's not available in Duel right now, and Zhong is actually a pretty dominant character right now, I would say, overall. Like, what do I mean by that? I just mean, like, a lot of the characters that beat him are currently banned. So, okay, we're gonna go, like I said earlier, we're going to get our Cyclopean Ring here. Normally I would just go Demonic Grip here. It has more value because it's just lowering their defense overall for our going back for power pot, lowering their defense overall for our ult and, you know, all of our abilities. It's not just an auto attack thing, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to be getting it earlier in the build. So I'm intentionally hurting my build a little bit, hurting my Zhong Kui experience just a little bit, just to show you guys the potential here, or show you guys Cyclopean Ring and how fast it procs now. Because, so if you guys are curious what the buff was, basically the proc goes on cooldown for 8 seconds. It used to go on cooldown for 10 seconds, so they lowered it by 2 seconds in total, and that's actually that's 2 auto attacks for normal characters. Oh, did I miss that? I did. I'm just gonna blink, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I don't kill him. I mean, I got his beads, that's fine, that's fine. But anyways, Cyclopean goes on cooldown for 8 seconds. You lower the cooldown of Cyclopean every auto attack. You lower it by 1 second every auto attack. So what that means is Zhong, at the 10-second cooldown, Zhong could get it back up in 5 autos. Now he gets it back in 4 autos. So it's not like an insanely crazy buff or anything like, oh my god. But it is notable. That in combination with the Bancroft's buff as well. Bancroft's buff gives you basic attack power on the attack speed glyph, and it gives you up to 2 per stack. You can get up to 20 stacks, so that's up to 40 basic attack power, which is, again, not incredibly broken, but it's very good. Like, it's worth noting for sure. If you can get up to 20 stacks on Bancroft's, 40 basic attack power is really good. For anybody who's wondering, the conversion for basic attack power actually is worse for magicals than it is for physicals. So long story short, 40 basic attack power goes a much longer way on magicals than physicals. So if you're a hunter main and you're thinking about 40 basic attack power in your head and you're thinking that's not that much, first of all, it's just an added, like, it's an added bonus. It's not the entire package of Bancross, of course, but also 40 basic attack power is a lot easier to get on a hunter than on a mage. It's a pretty big deal for mages. That's part of the reason. I'm not going to say the entire reason, but that's part of the reason why Gilded, which I can't show you guys because there's no starters in Duel, Gilded Arrow is purchased more on magicals because that basic attack power is just more useful for them. Probably also has something to do with the fact that there's just not that many good auto attack mage starters. That's definitely a part of it for sure, but alright, so it looks like, oh, I was gonna say we're gonna force Bull Demon again, but I mean, it's not even up yet. We just have to wait, call it a day. And to be clear, this game looks like it's a super stomp fest because it is, but this actually is like the regular experience for Zhong. You're either in a bad matchup where you just straight up lose and there's nothing you can do about it pretty much, or you're in a good matchup and you stomp them. I would say the good happens a lot more than the bad, especially like I was mentioning earlier, in this current ban set or ban list, whatever you want to call it. There's not that many characters that can compete with Zhong. Off the top of my head, the current characters off the top of my head, Hercules can probably compete to a certain degree. Amaterasu can definitely compete. I'm trying to think. Probably some of the hunters, maybe like Iza. I'm not really sure. But again, that's just off the top of my head. You definitely want to, like, the top characters off the top of my head without looking at it is do not let Amaterasu through. That's terrible for Zhong. And do not let Hercules through. Probably he's just really tanky and annoying. Although I would say Zhong can probably beat Hercules too, but is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Also, we did get our Bancroft's glyph. He used his ult already, so we're just gonna blink on him, use our knockup immunity, spam him with Cyclopean procs. Not much he can do about that. Okay, as you can see, my Cyclopean did 337 and just 3 procs. That is very good damage. Because also, it's main stats too, right? It's pretty good power, pretty good attack speed, cooldown reduction, which is absolutely massive. And so, 337 and 3 autos, it would actually do more damage as the game goes on. So like if he bought more HP, like a Toxic Blade, or if he got more, just more defense in general so he could survive longer, if he leveled up to level 20, all these things would increase his survivability. And the longer he lives, the more Cyclopean procs I'll get. So long story short, against really squishy guys, Cyclopean's not super OP, but it's still worth buying. But when you're against somebody tankier because they're just a tanky god like Hercules, or because they just went double defense or something of that nature, right? They got a Warlocks or whatever, then your Cyclopean is going to get even better. So what you just saw, I would argue, is one of the worst situations for Cyclopean Ring. One of the worst situations. He died fast and he's really squishy, and it still did solid damage. So imagine what this thing can pump out if we're against like an actual tank character, like because they built a lot of defense or they're just like playing chalk or something. It definitely has a lot of potential. I'll go ahead and skip you guys into the next game. Thank you so much for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the next game, and apparently we got a Zhong mirror. I don't know, to be honest, whether I'm going to add this to the video or not, so obviously if you're listening to this right now then I chose to, but just know that I was reluctant, I was hesitant, whatever word's best here, to upload this because I don't know if you guys would want to see a Zhong mirror or not, to be honest. Mirrors are typically pretty boring stuff overall, but maybe we can do a little bit of action of, you guys can see, you know, which build is better, which start is better, how to play the Zhong mirror. Although, full disclosure, I'm not a pro Zhong mirror. Like, I don't know. I probably played this matchup like once in my whole life. So I'm not a pro, but maybe we'll figure it out as we go. And also, another thing about it is, I mean, like, the main thing is just knowing, like, seeing whose build is better, whose build works out. Is he rushing Telkines or is he rushing Bancrofts? I personally think the Bancroft's rush is better with a magical versus magical especially. But one thing I will mention about it is like this start is probably better because he has attack speed. He has 15 less power, but he has attack speed and he has 4 potions, whereas I only have 2 potions, right? So that's pretty considerable. Something to consider, I should say. But yeah. Probably be okay. I kind of just want to focus him out on this first wave. Is that like crazy to do? I don't know. I'm not going to have that much mana, but I'm okay with these minions going under tower. That is fine by me. Just a little bit of gold lost in the beginning of the game is not that deep to me. He does not have his card. The reason why him not having the card there matters is because of the stun duration on the book. So we are kind of beating his buns right now, just a little bit, nothing crazy. I don't even know why we won that so hard. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I do know why. First of all, we played our cooldowns more effective than him, but most importantly, I would argue, is we have Horrific, whereas he has Beads, and he not only is Horrific just better than Beads at this stage of the game currently, but also, even if it wasn't better, because like he could just cleanse it and walk away, he didn't even cleanse it till the very end. So for multiple reasons, my Horrific just went absolutely crazy there. It is oh, he paused. Okay, it is worth mentioning. What's it called? It is worth mentioning that this Beads is probably going to do better for him late game than my Horrific. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's weird because I'm going to end up getting Beads too. Like, you have to get Beads versus Zhong. It's a 2-second stun slow, like you have to. But the question is, what second relic is he going to get? Could he go sprint? And would that be better than my Horrific? I don't know. I don't think so. Especially considering I'm root immune in my ult. He could go Thorns, he could go Blink. I don't think Blink would go crazy in the mirror match specifically, but... Okay. He marked me. I wonder whose auto attacks go harder. I mean, I would assume his do with Telkines, you know what I mean? But like, when I get lower HP... Also, this isn't gonna just be an auto attack down kind of fight, I don't think, because, you know, we're two mages. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen. I went for it because I think I was a little bit ahead. I don't know if I was level 7 or not. You guys would know better than me. But, the thing is I just feel like Bancroft's is a little bit stronger there for the power, overall power on the ult. But also, I had red buff, right? Like, red buff, of course, is going to be pretty big there. Of course. Gorsh, Scoob. Gorsh. Alright, looks like he's doubling down on the auto attack early game. Not going defense either. Just, rushing straight into a demonic or a cyclopean. Who knows? I'm going straight to my Telkines as per usual. Zhong is one of those characters where I feel like in most matchups, like 90% of matchups, you really don't need to rush defense second item because he's already such a bulky character and you really want to push your lead and whatnot in the early game. Alright, some big heals there, big heals. I think you want to be the person who stuns second. Like, maybe not in every situation, but in a good part of them. Especially, like, if you have Bancrofts, I would say. Because I want him to lower my health and then stun him. I would assume that would be the strat. Who knows? I'm surprised he didn't ult, or did he ult, and I'm just stupid. Recent damage taken. Yeah, he didn't even ult, I don't think. And he lived that without ulting, or maybe he did ult. Am I just insane? No, he definitely did not ult. Well, whatever, we got the red buff pressure, we're back in. Be right back. I need to keep in mind though, whether like if he didn't ult there, that means he's stronger than me right now. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm crazy and he did ult, but it definitely didn't seem like it. And so I need to keep in mind that I probably shouldn't fight him, just even though I do have a lead and a red buff. Didn't fight him until my ult's back up at least. Ow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy that he didn't ult there though. He doesn't have like a million sustain because I don't know whether he's maxing his, he might be maxing his 1 over his 2. Yeah, he didn't seem to heal that much. So he's not maxing his 2 and he doesn't have as much lifesteal as us, so he does not sustain that hard. So any poke is pretty valuable, I would say, overall. I need to be careful not to force the fight too hard because like I said, no ult. Although he's just giving me this, so I'm just gonna take it. Why not? We're just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it. Oh wait, that's not how that song goes. It's like, how's it go? Like, we're not gonna take it, or something like that. I don't know. Am I insane? Am I insane? Am I an insane person? Alright, I'm gonna back for tier 2 Shoguns and a health chalice, which I'm surprised I haven't gotten yet. I guess I just didn't have the money for it, or I forgot, but we got ourselves a health chalice now. W's in the chat. Wait, hold on, I got it. W's in the chat, so we like to see. Alright, what's he got? Demonic Grip Rush. Jiminy crickets. Oh no, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very confident in my long-range auto attack battle capabilities. Like I said, I have not been playing that much Smite recently. My mechanics aren't exactly the sharpest. And he has more attack speed than me. do I have enough time to like go get this small camp without losing pressure? I don't know. Thanks.
Your name is mine.
Mine. I would really love to back for my shoguns, but I would also really love to get that red buff. I think he might just give this up. He did indeed.
You're the chosen one. Be right back.
Be right back. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves a shoguns and probably gonna get ourselves a power potion and a beads. And I think we should try our best to force a fight here. Although he is getting defense, so I don't know how much damage we're gonna do to him. I mean, we have a red buff and a red pot, so we should do pretty good damage, but you never know with this game. Like, Zhong's such a tanky character, man. We're both so tanky. Never know how much damage we're gonna do. Alright, does he have a second relic or anything? Nope, he does not. I don't think that's gonna kill him, unfortunately, but we're doing what we can, man. We're trying to force the fight. I'm surprised he's not ulting as much. Yeah, he didn't ult. I'm just so bamboozled by that. Why is he not ulting? I don't understand. Alright, so we committed our B. Oh, I'm so glad he didn't go Pestilence. He should have went Pestilence, I feel like. I even debated going Pestilence myself, but I wanted more attack speed. We should still be able to fight here. I mean, I don't know, we burnt both of our relics, and we don't have our ult. So maybe we can't. I mean, I don't know. As long as we don't get one shot, I think we're fine, right? Because I think we're fine as long as we don't get one shot. Did I hit him with that card? I think I did. Because we have Bull Demon sustain and whatnot, so. I mean, he just doesn't do enough damage to me, and my ult's coming back up, so. I just realized this is like a perfect Cyclopean game because I'm against a tanky target, like I was mentioning earlier. Also, I don't want to forget, I figured out more characters, you know, since the last time I talked to you guys. I figured out more characters that beat Zhong that I was banning. I mean, you can just look at the characters I was banning in the beginning of both games, right, and to see. But like some other characters I did mention Amaterasu and Herc. Some other characters you really don't want to go against as Zhong in this current ban list would be probably you don't want to go against the Danza, although I'm not 100% certain on that. What I am sure on is you don't want to go against the Bologna as Zhong. That's not very great. You do not want to go against the Bologna. And there was at least one more character that I already forgot again. Just look at my bans, although not all of them are like counters, obviously. I have to ban 6 gods, right, at the end of the day, so. He does have a power potion now. He's matching me with that. Okay, we actually barely won that fight because I think I just played it a little wrong, to be honest with you. But also I was missing some autos, unfortunately. My Cyclopean kind of went hard there, though. Also, another thing that's worth mentioning is since I'm against such a tanky target, me not having a demonic grip is kind of bad. He does have a demonic grip, and that's a part of it, right? And losing that red pot is really big, though. Build the new item. No. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit lazy. Being a little bit lazy, I know, but I don't even know what that new item does really. Like I skimmed it, I skimmed it. It seems decent, but like as far as whether it's OP or complete garbage, I have no idea. I'll look more into it soon, but also sorry if you guys can hear people in the background. I do have family over right now. I have a family over celebrating some stuff, so there's a lot of people in my living room right now laughing their buttocks off. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this Rocky boy. Also, why did he message me that now? That's another thing that's weird about that. Like, why not at the beginning of the game? Okay, he just let me back. Whatever. Oh, he went Toxic Blade for his anti-heal. Interesting. I don't really think that's good, but whatever. Anyways, we have our Demonic Grip now. That's going to increase our DPS a ton, I would assume. Surely, since he's such a fatty with so much defense. Dude, my Scepter spotted this guy out. Oh my god, I wonder if he was backing right there. I probably should have beads that. Dang it, I could have killed this guy if I just beads. I'm so stupid. I'm just not used to playing against Zhong, man. A 2-second stun is a freaking long time. Holy crap. I thought I would be able to catch him regardless. But like I said, a 2-second stun is a very long time, unfortunately. Okay, there's his card though. Not having his card is pretty big, I would argue. No! How does he escape me? How does he escape? My Scepter did 200 damage to him. That's pretty good. I was really hoping we would kill this thing faster, not gonna lie. Okay, he's not even coming straight here, so we good. Alright, we back. Surely he won't catch us out. Oh my god. He chose to ward first. Okay, we're gonna get this glyph. Yeah. We're gonna get the glyph. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Anyways, we're gonna get the glyph because while we only get 8 stacks, it's better than nothing, better than the tier 1. Plus, pop the power potion, 11 stacks, boom. Plus, we get more for lower HP with Bancrofts. Plus, we get more if we have the red buff. So overall, I think buying the glyph there was a pretty solid idea, if I do say so myself. Alright, we're level 22. Big level 20 in the house. Oh, we're beating him down. Oh. No, I don't have beads. Wait, is he on the blue buff? Is this real life right now? Yeah, you better scamper off, pal. You better make like a tree and get out of my lane. Who says that? Somebody says that in Smite. Oh, it's Lil Mana, the Vamana skin, Lil Mana. Like, make like a tree and get out of my lane, or so. I don't know. Maybe I'm butchering that, but I swear he says something like that. Dude, I am absolutely smelting this Titan right now. There's nothing he can do to stop me. I'm all the way up. I'll be honest, I probably could just walk in and end right now, but I don't want to. I want an actual fight. I'm not going to prolong this game forever because I know you guys don't like it when I quote unquote play with my food, as some of you put it. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna get this bad boy. Yeah, let's just upgrade this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Get some more benefit from that and try to force a fight here if we can. Let's try our best to force a fight. Enemy missing.
Enemy missing.
Alright, where's he at? Where he at? Where he at, though?
Enemy missing.
Alright, let's get on our vehicular device here. Does he see us? This could very well be warded. Maybe I should have just got Hasten Ring, to be honest. I mean, either way, I wouldn't have been able to afford it, but... Alright, be right back. Be right back. I mean, this should increase my damage by a lot, I feel like. Also, I'm capped attack speed now, which is super nice. But I know this 20% pin on top of this pin is really big, I feel like. Really, really massive. Massive. I guess we're probably just gonna get Bull Demon again. I suppose. This bad boy is now spawning, but I mean, we're full build and he's not, so I don't really see how he can win a fight, to be honest. But it's not even about how he can win the fight, it's because, like, I don't even think he can. It's more so just like, how do I kill him, though? I'm gonna be real, though, guys. If I full commit to him and he barely escapes, I'm just killing the Titan. As it should be. I'm not saying that's wrong or anything. That is normal in Duel, but just to be clear, this will be ended with a kill the Titan moment if he runs away. Or he is gonna run away, probably, anyways. But if he escapes, I should say. Okay, he didn't run away. To be fair, I think he actually knew what would happen. I've played against this guy a few times. I do think he plays Duel a fair amount, at least. Maybe not like a lot. But I think he plays Duel a fair amount. So I feel like he knew what was going to go down there. Like, he was trying to catch me out with the element of surprise there. And he knew that that was the only thing that could potentially help him there, even though that didn't help him that much either. But I didn't see as much as hard matchup for Neath. Oh yeah, true. I forgot. This wasn't a Zhong mirror. I was against Neath. True. GG. GG, my guy. I'm not going to message it to him, but I will send it to him. A-Dog. What, man? What are we A-Dogging? You recording? Yes. Watching the videos, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Alright, if you're watching this video, Mr. Loitering, I don't know if you wanted to keep talking or not, but I am going to exit out of this screen because I don't really like to sit here and have a conversation with somebody while I'm doing the video and stuff. I like to talk about the video or just move on to the next thing. But I'm assuming if you know that about me, I'm assuming if you watch the videos, and you're probably watching this video, so GG, man. It was a good game. Overall, mirrors kind of go like that. I mean, overall, one person's just going to win really hard. That's typically how mirrors go. I will go ahead and skip you guys into the next game. I'll probably get one more game because I usually like to keep my videos about like 45 minutes to an hour long. And this, I'm looking at it right now, this recording by itself was 21 minutes. So I'll probably get you guys into one more third match. Hopefully we can go against the physical god and switch up the matchups a little bit. Appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll skip you guys into the next game. All right, guys, we're off into the third game, and I'm looking at my bans right now. I think one character I left out was Kronos. I'll be honest, maybe Zhong can beat Kronos. I'm just going off of, like, in my head, like, what I think would go down, and I think late game, Kronos beats Zhong. But like I said, that's just in my head, not like something like I've experienced this matchup 1,000 times, and I totally know how it goes. Like, so, I mean, if your personal opinion is that you don't think that Kronos can beat Zhong, then, you know, more power to you. Don't ban. What is this skin? Bro, I just wanted to use a different Zhong skin I've never used before, and now I'm a cat. Oh, wait, hold on, I gotta get my guy out. What's this? Oh, it's just a scroll. That's it. Nothing special. Well, I guess it's a scroll with like a little frog bat guy on it. Anyways, back to what I was doing. What were we doing? Something. Oh, this matchup is not going to be a good one for this poor Cleo, I'm gonna tell you right now, brothers. And I love Cleo. That's so sad. I love Cleo. And again, not a character I spam a lot because she has certain problems in certain game modes that I play. Not an overall perfect character, but let me put it this way. If Kleena was like a tippy-top character in every game that I played, I would play her every day. I love Kleena. I think she's awesome. Very satisfying, fun kits. Is this guy going to invade me? Nope. Oh. Okay. As per usual, someone trying to cheese the red buff, because why would you get the red buff for actually, like, you know, fighting for it when you could just not, you know what I'm saying? Oh. I kind of misplayed that a little bit, but it's fine. And again, to be clear, 'cause sometimes I used to get comments, how is it invading if that's the neutral buff? You don't expect them to go for red too? I always get comments like that, right? And to be clear, what I'm saying is, yes, that red buff is for anyone. It's in the middle of the map. The reason why I call it invading is because they wait for you to start it. They wait for you to get it to 1 HP, and then they pop out of the shadows and try to steal it. To me, that's considered invading. And what I mean by, like, of course you're trying to cheese it instead of, like, earning it. What I mean by that is, again, they're waiting around the corner to try to steal it, when they could just fight you over it, or, you know, earn the buff, right? So again, that's why I say it's a little bit cheesy, but hey, I feel like people take offense to that stuff because they just like to hate, or because there's someone who does that. And to be clear, if you're someone who waits around the corner to steal the buff, then more power to you, bro. Who cares? Like, all I'm saying is that it's cheesy and I hate it. Doesn't mean you can't do it, and it doesn't mean you're a bad person for doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do what you want. I don't have to like everything you do, you know? Oh, I just realized I can also kill his, I can kill his ults pretty fast with this character. But the reason why I said, this isn't going to be a good matchup for him is because he's just like a melee assassin that needs time to scale up into the late game and whatnot. And has a hard time against like, hard CCs and stuff. I have hard CC, I'm way too tanky, my early game's way better. I can kill her ults in 2 auto attacks instead of the normal like 3. So there's just quite a few reasons actually. For why this guy just can't contest me. The main point I would say though is just I'm way too tanky. My early game's just better than hers and I'm way too tanky, so I'm going to snowball this game super hard, and there's not a lot she can do about it, to be quite frank with you. I have a feeling she's in this wall. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we're backing up here. Gonna get ourselves a health chalice, and we're gonna get ourselves a tier 2 Telkines as per usual. Rushing out of the base without full mana because we're trying to make sure we can get to that red buff in time. By the way, I put an extra point to my 1 earlier. There wasn't really a reason for that. I did that by accident, just to be clear. Like, I think I leveled it at level 4, I believe. Oh, I thought my thing didn't go off, but it did. Whatever. Just destroying her ults like it's nothing. Is she in the wall again? She is. I always forget to look for that little symbol. It tells you when she's in the wall, but I just always forget to look for that symbol for whatever reason. And again, I think I mentioned this in the video, but if I didn't, you can start Telkines on Zhong. In fact, most auto attack Zhong videos I've done, I think maybe even all of them, I usually do start the Telkines. I've just been feeling the Bancrofts, I don't know. Been feeling it, and it's not like I'm delaying my Telkines that hard, you know, like I'm still getting its second item, and it's a cheap item, so I get it really early in the game. I'm about to get it at 5 minutes, right? But it is worth noting, though.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Wow, fine stuff. Okay. But does it shoot lasers?
So we're gonna try to snowball this game as hard as we can. So we're gonna try our best to get that tower as soon as possible, and then we're going to run it down into this guy's Titan as soon as possible. And he's not building appropriately for it either. Like, don't get me wrong, Jotun's Rush is fine. In fact, that's probably optimal for stopping my early game, if possible. However, going into a second item Soul Eater instead of just more readily available damage, like quickly, or even defense for that matter, is going to hurt him a lot. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I win this game before he stacks his Soul Eater, considering he still doesn't even have it yet. That would not surprise me one bit. Alright, that's his dash. I want to go straight to Bull Demon, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want him to get this rock. It helps me see him in stealth. It also helps me do a little bit of damage to Bull Demon. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this bad boy up. I think I might as well clear this next wave as well. I think I should. Well, I mean, if you're just going to dash on me like that. I could pick up the dual orb, but honestly, I don't think that would get me the Phoenix. Maybe it would, because there's a minion wave coming in, but I'm just going to go with what I know for sure will get me the Phoenix, 100%. And that is indeed this here, Bull Demon. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go with my gut here. Alright, we're going to back up. He still doesn't have defense. Yeah, I'm just going to get defense of my own. Why not? And I think we're going to get Bracer as well, because I'm just trying to snowball as hard as I can. There's definitely other relics that could snowball just as well, but this is my preference. I'm just going to get Bracer and stick it next to his base and stand my ground. It's also going to make me more mobile for when I need to run away, if I do need to run away. But I think, given the fact that I got this Berserker shield, I don't think we're going to need to run away very much. Oh, okay, I almost messed that up. Holy moly. Also, again, by the way, I feel the need to say this, which I know you guys don't care that much. I know, I get it. Like, you guys have made multiple comments like, oh no, a little bit of background noise. I get it, but I'm still going to say I do apologize if there is background noise in the video. Again, I have a lot of people at my house right now. So, lots of people in my living room right now, so I didn't want that to prevent me from recording for you guys, so here we are. So hopefully there's not too much in the background. Hopefully it's none, you know, but I would assume there's probably been a few moments where you hear people laughing or whatever the case may be. Because like I said, it's like a whole party event out there, man. They're having a good time while I'm over here recording, playing video games. Alright, we are pressuring this Titan down. As you can see, there's just not much she can do about it. I mean, she did just dash, so if she sticks around... Oh, never mind. I wanted to get... Oh, wait, she dashed on me, hello? I actually messed up there. I didn't expect his beads, but whatever, we killed him. Should be able to end here. Surely, right? Surely. Pull this Titan back here. Oh my god, it's so early in the game. It's 8 minutes into this game, I just realized. I mean, I knew I was snowballing, obviously, I knew that, but this is ridiculous, man. There's just not much he can do. And I would say this is kind of the regular, like, some games don't go like this, obviously, because you're against more competent players, but also... Oh, he has sprint, dude. He keeps doing stuff I don't expect. But also, when you're a Zhong versus, like, a lot of the melees, not all of them, of course, not all of them, but a lot of the melees do just kind of, like, get ran at by Zhong. There's just nothing you can do into him. He's just too tanky. It does too much damage. And when you finally get close to him, he just stuns you for 2 seconds and either gets out or kills you. It is pretty frustrating going against Zhong, and again, there's not a lot of characters who can deal with him right now. Like, you can ban all the characters that can, give or take, so that is why I mentioned it. And again, again, just to be clear here, I should be going Demonic Grip in this slot, but I'm going Cyclopean because it's kind of the premise of the video, Bancrofts and Cyclopean, which I don't have the glyph yet, but... Oh, another thing they buffed about Bancrofts that I didn't mention in the video yet, I don't think anyways, is they reduced the cost of Bancrofts by 100 gold. Not a very big deal, but I mean, it does get, you do get the item online a little bit faster. Definitely worth mentioning. I want to get this red buff. I really do. I would love to get this red buff, man. Also, I didn't really get much use out of my bracer there, huh? Because I put it like behind the Phoenix or whatever. I really like you. Oh, I got 1 minion. Let's go. One little minion troopa. Troopa. Put our bracer down. This Phoenix is going to be spawning soon. I think we can deal with it. Actually, we're not going to have any minions. Dang, that sucks. I don't know how much damage I'll do to this. Let's see. I mean, he's not in range of me. Is he just letting me take it? Screw it. Screw it. Get back here. Okay, well, he's gone. We're going to pop our multi-pots. This is why we got it, for big sustain. Popping our multi-pots. And our health bots, of course. How much has our Cyclopean done so far? 176 and 2 procs. He beadsed and sprinted there. Holy moly. He is not trying to die today, my friends. Alright, well, I'm ending this game, big bro. I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Oh, okay, that was close. That was way too close, man. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I normally go into a whole build. Okay, interesting. This is the part of the video where I go into like a whole build explanation and whatnot. I give you guys different types of builds you can go. I just want to quickly say I would pretty much go the same build every single game. By the way, I am in Masters. I think we even started this video in Diamond, I believe. But just to be clear, I'm still going to put GM in the title, first of all, because that's just my copy-paste thing. But also because we do have, there's no loitering right there, number 2 Masters. We do have enough MMR for GM, which isn't exactly impressive because it just reset. That's my point I'm trying to make here. I'm 5-0. It literally just reset. These are the top GMs. I have enough MMR to be like number 6 or whatever. Just thought I'd mention that. But as far as the build goes, I pretty much would do the same build every game. Again, these are the 2 games that you guys missed versus a Masters Border Raven and a Masters Border Ishtar. Both, this game was won in 13 minutes. This game was won in 12 minutes. You guys actually got to see the longer games at the beginning of this video, which is good or bad depending on your perspective, whatever. But I'd pretty much do the same build every single game, give or take so here's the base build, right? This is the normal build, Berserker Shield over Shoguns, or you could go Breastplate if you want. It's not that big of a deal, up to you, but whatever. The last item is the only thing that really changes. Sometimes I like to go Hasten Rings, sometimes I like to go Gem of Iso, sometimes I like to go Rod of Tahuti, sometimes I like to go Typhons. The last did double defense even maybe in some matchups, although probably not on Zhong because he's so tanky. But the point is these 5 items are core. You want to go Demonic Grip before Cyclopean, by the way. I mentioned that, but I'm just going to say it again. The last item is the only one that changes. I'd say most consistently last item. Oh, you could go Anti-Heal last item as well. Divine Ruin. I would probably say not Toxic Blade, Divine Ruin. What do I most consistently get though? I'd probably go Divine last or Typhons most consistently last because it goes with your double lifesteal. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.